guys, so we are back for another day, and as I said yesterday, we're going to be spending the whole week on decimals. Yesterday we talked about adding and subtracting, and today we're going to talk about multiplying. And again, super important, we need to know how to work with money, and this is going to save you time. If you want to buy like 4 of the same product, you need to know how to multiply something with a decimal by 4 rather than adding it together 4 times. It's going to save you some time. Alright, so let's get started. So as you guys hopefully know at this point, because again, this is something that we've done before, when you're multiplying with decimals, you ignore the decimal until the end. So you're going to multiply as normal, and again, so the number that has more digits goes on top. You multiply as normal, and then we're going to scoot our decimal accordingly at the end. And we do that by counting the number of spaces in the factors first, and then using that many spaces in the product. So as you can see here, our first factor has 2 places after the decimal. Our second factor has 1 place, and then that means we're going to have 3 places in our product. And again, something we've done before, just a quick little refresher. What I want to do today is go into some real-world problems, because I think that's the best way to understand what we're doing. So gas costs $2.50 per gallon. So I'm actually going to write that down right here. Always kind of go through the information as you're doing it. If you buy 11.3 gallons, how much did you spend? So this is a situation where we're going from 1 gallon to 11.3 gallons. And we want to do that by multiplying by 11.3. And you guys know that a decimal doesn't change anything. Like if I said that you bought 2 gallons, you would know to multiply by 2. The decimal doesn't change anything. You're multiplying by the number of gallons that you have. So we are going, what just happened there? So we are now going to multiply $2.50 times 11.3. I want you guys to notice that I am not even writing the decimal point, and I'm going to write that at the end, because I don't like confusing myself. Okay, so now I have 3 times 0 is 0, 3 times 5 is 15, 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7, 1 times 0 is 0, 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 2 is 2, and then add 2 zeros because I'm starting a 3rd row. 1 times 0 is 0, 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 2 is 2. Now I'm going to add everything together. 0 and 0 and 0 is 0, 5, 0, 0 is 5, 7 and 5 and 0 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3, plus 5 is 8, and then 2 and nothing is 2. So now I'm going to put my decimals back in. And I see that I have 2 scoots here. I have 1 scoot here, which makes a total of 3 scoots. 1, 2, 3. And again, we don't need that 0 on the end because 25 hundredths and 250 thousandths is the same thing. So gas would cost $28.25 if you bought 11.3 gallons. Alright, I'm going to give you guys a second to kind of take a look at that and take it in, and then we'll move on. Alright, 1 gallon of water weighs 8.8 and 35 hundredths pounds. Simon uses 11.8 gallons. How much did it weigh? So we're going from 1 gallon to 11.8 gallons, so we're actually going to be multiplying by 11.8. 8 and actually, I'm going to write this higher up so we don't run out of room. 8 and 35 hundredths multiplied by 11.8. And again, I'm not even writing any decimal points to start. I'm going to worry about those after. 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 3 is 24. Plus 4 is 28. 8 times 8 is 64. Plus 2 is 66. Add a 0. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 8 is 8. Add 2 zeros because now we're starting a 2nd row. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 3 is 8. Sorry, 1 times 8 is 8. Now we're going to add 0, 0, 0 is 0. 8 and 5 is 13, so 3 goes here, carry the 1. 1 and 6 is 7, plus 3 is 10, plus 5 is 15. 1 and 6 is 7, plus 8 is 15, plus 3 is 18. And 1 and 8 is 9. Now I'm going to put my decimals back in. I notice I have 2 scoots here. I have 1 scoot here. Makes a total of 3. 1, 2, 3. Again, we don't need that 0 on the end, so this becomes 98.53 pounds. And I'm going to give you guys a second to kind of take a look at that, and then we'll move on. All right. Coastal Garden is 9.87 meters long and 1 9/10 meters wide. What is the area? So this should actually specify that this is a rectangle. We need to know what shape it is. So to get the area of a rectangle, we multiply the length times the width. So in this case, the length is 9.87 times the width, which is 1.9. So let's multiply those. 9 times 7 is 63. 9 times 8 is 72, plus 6 is 78. 9 times 9 is 81, plus 7 would be 88. Add your 0. 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 9 is 9. 3 and 0 is 0. 8 and 7 is 15. 16 plus 1 is 17. 8 and 9 is 17, plus 1 would be 18. And now I'm going to add my decimals back in. I have 2 scoots here and 1 scoot here. So that means I have 3 scoots total. So this will be 18 and 753 thousandths meters squared. And we're writing out the whole answer. It does not ask us to round. Normally it might ask you to round to the tenths or hundredths place, but in this case it is not. So we're going to leave it. Okay, let's keep going. And that is going to be it. So now what you guys are going to do is similar to what you did yesterday, and you're going to have 4 problems to solve, and you're going to do them on paper and post a picture of it with the work, because I need to see that you guys didn't just use a calculator. And then if you have any questions, I will be on Zoom at 10:30. And bye guys, I miss you so much.